This is the third beat. If I'm honest, this one is earlier. I made this earlier than I did for the last two, the previous two. This is another kind of rap beat, airy, lots of reverb, distorted guitars. Here, let's have a look. Okay, so this sample is that. So Cinematics Apollo, 105 BPM, which based the BPM of the actual one that I did. This was a really early one that I made. So I used the sample, didn't change it at all, which I should have done. You know, increased the pitch or dropped the pitch, or just changed it a bit to make it unique. But I kept it the same, and then I got into the drums, which are here. I made them in one pattern on Fruity Loops, but then there's a guy that I'm watching on YouTube and he says to break them all up. Though I stopped doing that and now it's a bit confusing to see. But this is what the drums sound like on their own. I'm a really big fan of the double time hi-hats, so yeah, I used that in there. So this is how it was. Some really cool, kicks. There's not an 808 on there. Hi-hats. What else is there? Rim shots. Had some chop snares in the background, a VOX Vox vocal effect on it, which you can hear really in the beginning, and then a clap for the main snare sound, and then a kick. So yes, the drums were done, and then what did I do? I made this quite a while ago, so I think I added in this melody. No, I didn't. So that was it, basically. And then the last, maybe when I started actually recording videos like this, I went back to one of the originals that that was okay to complete. So I finished it off and I added this synth to enhance the melody of the sample. So then together they sound like. And then some difference here. So that was to just, make the melody a bit stronger and add in another instrument into the mix because it was a bit bland. And that synth sound is from Flex, Beautiful Chaos. Pretty cool. And then I'm a really big fan of a really hard hitting low string sound, or double bass cello, or orchestral sound, bass sound, kind of cinematic almost in the beginning of the bar. So I incorporated this, which is from a free plugin. I've been looking for a bunch of free plugins. From the BBC, BBC Symphony Orchestra, really cool. You get violins, horns, harps. So that incorporated a really hard-hitting beginning of the bar. I layered that up with something after listening to it for a while to make certain sections a bit thicker. As you can see here, I've only got it on certain ones, the beginning of a big section, and this one is, I think, from Flex. Yeah, this is Flex and this is 2T. Really, really cool, dramatic kind of sound. So it was kind of long, but I wanted another sound in there, like a string sound or something, like a mid-high frequency. So I came to this guitar. I'm not sure if it works too well. If I was better and I didn't want to just get it done, I'd probably change some things up. So here it is. So I really like it, but it could be better. For example, if I could, I'd have in like a chord playing on these main sections here, on this section, and then on this section as well, rather than a single note to give it a bit more power. Though I don't know really how to use, I got Kontakt, and it's in factory selection, a rock guitar. I don't really know how to use it, and it wouldn't let me layer the sounds really, so I need a bit more practice on that. And then also, like, it's okay, but the melody, it doesn't fit, it doesn't mesh perfectly, I don't think. But anyway, I think it gives a nice bit of interest to the mix. So this is what it sounds like together. And then there was a breakdown here, which I had in the layout. And I really wanted strings in the back, like plucking away your sharp, I don't know what the word is, but sharp hits. But I couldn't find really a sound that I liked or that fitted well. So then I just chose a piano, one that I've used before, well, a VST that I've used before, Keystone Classic, and then layered in the notes from the synth that I used, and then just added in some accompanying notes. This is a trick that I learned from some YouTube guys, to when you're putting in guitars or pianos, space the notes, stagger the notes so that it sounds like someone's really playing it. And also the volumes are randomized here, so you go Alt-R on PC, and then you can randomize them like this. And then the last section, or let me play the piano. So yeah, before it kind of sounded a bit dead. I mean, there was the main melody in the background. It won't play now because the sample hasn't played. But yeah, it sounded, I wanted something else to like come to life. And also it's the only section that this piano plays in, which I thought was nice. And then other than that, I added in a bunch of crashes and reverse cymbals. I was always a really big fan of Lex Luger percussion, and he's got some amazing crashes. And these I've actually saved somehow from back when I used to do it like 10 years ago. You've got like really nice, and then this reverse cymbal just adds builds it up without the intensity of a reverse cymbal. So that's everything. I'm sure I might get better at explaining what I've actually done, but for now, I might get better. Hopefully I get better at the beats as well. And this is the third track in its entirety.